Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today we're at an undisclosed location and we're changing out the flow switch. Oh, look at that hanger. That's not good, but it's been hung right there. So anyway, yeah, this must have had a beam in it one time. But anyway, here's what we're doing. We're changing out this bad flow switch. But to do that, you got to drain this old system. And you can see this baby is really old. It was installed by Viking. And if I look for a date, well, here's a good date for you, 1953. So, yeah, 1953 is when that gauge was installed. So I think this is a 1953 system. But today, they have a bad flow switch. So we're gonna change it out to that one right there. 8-inch flow switch. Let's get it draining. I've already shut the control valve. I've already went outside and looked and made sure nobody's sleeping on the street, because we're in a town where people can sleep on the street. So anyway, no one's out there. Let's get this going. I will put you in time-lapse mode, and it's not very bright back there, but maybe you'll see something, maybe you won't. But let's get to work, shall we? Okay, good neighbor, there you go. One flow switch change out. 8-inch flow switch change out. That's right, these are a big one. Let me spin you around. I've been spinning you around too fast, and I notice I need to spin you around slower. But there you go. You see a new 8-inch flow switch. I'll take a picture of that, and yeah, we'll turn that in as a work order. This was a not day work. Yeah, this will be day work or work order, whatever you want to call it. But this is that 8-inch. And the reason you know it's 8-inch, well, you can tell right on that Vic. That Vic says 8-inch right there. You see that? Right there. All right, you see it. All right, there's your new flow switch, 8-inch flow switch. Here's your gauges. Under 100 pounds. But this is the gauge I'd like to show you. Boy, isn't that a beauty. You know, why wouldn't I take that? Well, because it's not a 5-year. I'll leave that for whoever does the 5-year. And they're supposed to change those gauges out every 5 years. So whoever comes back here is going to be lucky. There's the old flow switch cover. So I'll keep that covered up and hopefully that'll stay covered. But anyway, there you go. Well, 8-inch flow switch change out. As always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these flow switch changing out adventures. What does that flow switch do? P.S. Let me just stop you right there. That flow switch, when water flows through there's a paddle, like a big ping pong paddle. And as soon as water flows through that pipe, that paddle goes up. And about 60 seconds later, we get a flow to the fire department. So the flow switch is what that does. So I'm going to turn on the light. There's a good example of that paddle I'm talking about. You see that? That thing goes inside the pipe, and then when water flows through it, that paddle goes up, and that switch is supposed to respond. And then the fire department shows up. So that's what a flow switch does. There's the old one. There's the new one. And there's the OS and Y. Outside stem and yoke. All right, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these flow switch changing out adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that flow switch jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, I pulled this flow switch out, and as you can see, that's the paddle that goes inside the pipe. And then when the water flows through here, this paddle goes, see that switch? Oh yeah, it's really stuck. The thing's supposed to go up or down, and it's not, it's stuck. So that's why they got a bad flow switch. Oh, there we go. That thing's supposed to move like that. And it moves, but this thing doesn't move. So yeah, that's okay, but this is not. Yeah, all right. Postscript over.